Welcome to 10 Minutes of Wealth, the show that makes you smarter about money, one quick episode at a time. In just 10 minutes, we break down powerful ideas from top finance books, practical money models, and wealth-building strategies. Let's get into it. Episode 9, A Random Walk Down Wall Street, the time-tested strategy for successful investing by Burton Malkiel. What if everything you thought you knew about beating the stock market was wrong? In A Random Walk Down Wall Street, Burton Malkiel challenges the belief that anyone can consistently beat the market. He shows that prices move in unpredictable ways and that skill or strategy rarely win in the long run. Malkiel, a Princeton economist and lifelong market observer, wrote this classic over 50 years ago. His mix of research and practical insight still guides everyday investors toward building lasting wealth. In this episode, you will discover the central idea behind Malkiel's timeless theory, explore 3 key lessons about smart investing, and learn how to apply them to your own financial journey with confidence and clarity. The core idea. The stock market cannot be predicted. It moves with emotion and chance, not certainty. In A Random Walk Down Wall Street, Burton Malkiel explains that markets are efficient, meaning all available information is already built into stock prices. This is the foundation of the efficient market hypothesis. He argues that trying to pick winners or time the market is like flipping a coin. It might work once or twice, but not consistently. The real path to success lies in patience, diversification, and discipline. By investing in low-cost index funds, ordinary investors can achieve better results than most professionals. Before we dive into the lessons, ask yourself, what do you truly believe about the market? Do you think success comes from being smarter than others, or from staying calm when others panic? Take a moment to reflect, because how you answer that question will shape the way you invest for the rest of your life. Key lesson number 1. You cannot beat the market. Malkiel's first big lesson is both humbling and freeing. You cannot consistently beat the market. Many investors believe they can find hidden gems or time the perfect moment to buy and sell. But over decades of research, Malkiel found that even professional fund managers rarely outperform the overall market once costs and fees are included. He compares the market to a massive crowd guessing the weight of an ox. Individually, guesses vary wildly, but when averaged together, the crowd's answer is surprisingly accurate. The same goes for stock prices. Each price reflects the combined knowledge, expectations, and emotions of millions of investors at once. Trying to outguess that collective wisdom is nearly impossible. Instead of chasing the next big thing, Malkiel suggests trusting the power of the market itself. When you accept that unpredictability is normal, you stop fighting it and start building a smarter, steadier investment plan. Key lesson number 2. Diversification is your best defense. Malkiel teaches that smart investors do not try to predict which single stock will win. Instead, they spread their money across many investments so that no single failure can bring them down. This is the idea behind diversification, one of the simplest and most powerful tools in finance. He often says that diversification is the only free lunch in investing. By owning a mix of stocks, bonds, and index funds, you lower your overall risk while still capturing the long-term growth of the market. It is about balance, not brilliance. Malkiel also points out that emotion is the enemy of diversification. When markets fall, fear pushes people to sell. When markets rise, greed tempts them to buy more. But a diversified portfolio helps you stay calm through both. It protects you from guessing wrong and keeps you focused on the big picture instead of daily noise. Key lesson number 3. Time beats timing Malkiel's final lesson is about patience. Most investors waste energy trying to figure out the perfect time to buy or sell, but he reminds us that the real power of investing comes from staying invested for a long time. Markets rise and fall, but history shows that those who stay the course almost always come out ahead. He explains that compounding is what turns small, consistent investments into real wealth. When your returns start earning their own returns, growth accelerates naturally. The longer your money stays in the market, the more that compounding can work its quiet magic. This is why Malkiel says, time in the market beats timing the market. You do not need to be lucky. You just need to be steady. By focusing on decades, not days, you give yourself the best chance to reach financial independence without gambling on short-term predictions. 3 questions to reflect on. Let's pause for a moment and think about how these ideas apply to you. 1. What does beating the market mean to you, and why do you believe it matters? 2. How diversified are your current investments, and do they really match your goals and risk tolerance? And 3. When markets move up or down, how do you usually react? Do you stay calm or follow the crowd? You do not need perfect answers, just honest ones. If you like, pause this episode for a moment. Think them through, or carry them with you as you go about your day. Putting it into practice. If you want to apply Malkiel's ideas, start small and stay patient. Here are a few practical ways to turn his timeless advice into real progress. First, stop trying to outsmart the market. Accept that short-term predictions do not work and focus instead on steady participation through index funds. Second, diversify your portfolio. Spread your investments across different asset classes, such as stocks, bonds, and global funds. The goal is not to win big, but to avoid losing big. Third, automate your investing. Set up automatic contributions each month so that investing becomes a habit rather than a decision you debate every time. Fourth, hold your investments for the long run. Let compounding do its quiet work and resist the urge to react to market swings. And finally, review your plan once or twice a year. Adjust only when your goals or life circumstances change, not when the news cycle makes you nervous. Final thoughts. A random walk down Wall Street reminds us that investing is not about prediction, but participation. Malkiel's core message is that patience, diversification, and time will always outperform speculation. His approach turns confusion into clarity and replaces guesswork with discipline. For millions of readers, his ideas have transformed how they view money and risk. They have learned that wealth is not built by chasing trends, but by trusting the process. And it can do the same for you. Just remember, the market will always move in unexpected ways. What matters is how you respond, not how you predict. And maybe true investing wisdom begins the moment you stop trying to be lucky and start choosing to be consistent. Thank you for listening. You just got smarter about money in under 10 minutes. If this episode was valuable to you, you can support us by buying a virtual coffee via the link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.